So growing garlic is one of the easiest, most rewarding things you can do, and honestly, it's very, very efficient because you get to plant it in the fall and it grows all winter long, and then you harvest in the spring. My name is Jason, this is the Art of Creation Homestead, and today we're going to talk to you about how you plant garlic in the fall for harvest in the spring, okay? Now the first thing is, when you buy your seed garlic, you're going to get a whole head of garlic, okay? You're gonna look at it and think, okay, what am I supposed to do with this? If you haven't done this before, it's okay, don't worry. It's not a big deal. You take that head of garlic and break it apart, okay? It may seem remedial, and I'm sorry if it is, but if you haven't done this before, let's make sure you know what you're doing with it, okay? So here we're gonna show you, first of all, how to break apart a head of garlic and how to clean it off to get your clove of garlic the way you want it before you plant it, okay?
Now I'm gonna show you how to break down a head of seed garlic. This is a beautiful head of music hardneck seed garlic. And the reason it's called a hardneck is because you have this in the middle. See, the cloves were all around this. You'll see it when I break this down. This was the stem from your garlic scape, which we have a video about. That's the hard stem from your garlic scape. So what you want to do is you want to start tearing off all the paper, because you want to get as much off as you can. It's not a big deal if the stuff that is really stuck on. It's not a big deal that you stand here and take a toothbrush and scrub it off. You don't need to do that. You don't need to be that worrisome over it. But just get as much as you can off of it. So you just want to peel it down till you can see the cloves very defined. See? You can see them very defined and can easily pop them off. See? And there's a nice pretty clove of seed garlic. And you want to keep this hard shell on it, the skin. You want to get rid of as many of the papers as you can, but you want to keep this harder, firmer skin on it. Because if you pull that off, it's just going to rot in the ground. This is to protect it. While it's growing, this protects it. And when it actually sprouts, it will shoot out from here. The sprout will shoot out from here and it will crack this open, and then you'll be fine. But you've got to plant it with this on it. So you just keep breaking the cloves out.
Okay, so that's pretty simple, right? Alright, so here what we've got is we bought a full pound?
Yes. We
bought a full pound of seed garlic, okay, from Baker Creek. I don't know if it's still available or not at this point in time, but what we have is a full pound of music garlic, okay? Music garlic is a hardneck garlic. If you're in the upper tier of the United States, you're going to probably want to choose a hardneck garlic because it is it's more hardy, hardneck. But obviously you just saw when Angela was breaking it up what it's going to look like and why it's called a hardneck. The hardneck variety is more hardy. A soft neck is not as hardy. Some people say hardneck is a better flavor than a soft neck. Some people say soft neck's harsh. Hardneck is a little more rounded, just a better garlic flavor overall.
I'm one of those.
Angela's one of those, but we tend to like music garlic the best, anyways. That's just what we've grown the best here in Southwest Ohio. So what we've got here is we bought a full pound, like I said, and we've already spaced them out for ourselves. Okay, we cleaned out this bed. First of all, I'll tell you. We cleaned out this bed. We grew squash in here, okay, first time. So what we do is we plant this at the end of September, start of October, and we'll plant it knowing we're going to harvest it late June, early July, okay? So think about that as well. Where you put your garlic, it's got to stay until late June, early July. So make sure you don't have plans for that bed in May, all right? And so we plant squash in here afterwards. And since the squash depleted this soil, we cleaned out this bed and we refertilized it with just a light organic fertilizer, nothing crazy, nothing strong. And so we've replenished the soil here, cleaned it out, and we'll probably want to go back over in May or maybe in April and throw a little light nitrogen on it again. But so we've already spaced them out, and what I do is honestly I just take my hand and I'll go through here, and when we put it in here, I'll just take my fist and kind of imagine that the garlic's going to be about, obviously not big as my fist, I'm 6'3", but I mean, you know, kind of give it a good space, you know, good amount of space to grow in, and then a little extra. Okay, so then we got here, spaced them a few inches apart on each side. Okay, probably 4 inches in reality, and we put all the way down through there. So we got 9 rows of 4, and then went on to the sides 37. Okay, and now here I'll show you as well. The size of the garlic clove is going to determine the size of the head of garlic it's going to grow. See, these two are both music garlic. One is massively bigger than the other. Okay, that's very obvious. This was only two cloves of garlic in one head, and this one was probably like 6. Okay, so this is still going to grow a nice head of garlic. This one's just going to be massive, most likely. Okay, so be aware of that. And if you have some of that, maybe your space is a little tighter, maybe you can give these a little more space than you give these. Okay, but so you take that, and since we've already put them in the ground right here, just kind of start for our spacing so we can understand where our spacing is. What we like to do then is, oh, first of all, remember, this has got to be up. Okay, your root's gonna the root comes out of here, the top comes out of here. Okay, so this has got to be up, this has got to be down. All right, roots grow down. So we take them, once we have them spaced, we push them in to about 1 inch below the surface. Okay, very simple, very simple idea.
Easy as falling off a log.
It's so easy, and this garlic is going to be the best garlic you've ever ate in your life. Be honest
gosh, I can't buy this stuff out of the store anymore.
No. So it's very simple. You just go through and do that, and then once you're done, water it in. Okay, give it some water. And what I do as well, especially here in our region, it's good to have some protection, even though garlic is extraordinarily cold hardy, because obviously it stays in the ground throughout the winter. What I do though is once these tops come up, the top should come up here soon, probably within a couple weeks. And once the tops come up, does that sound right? A couple weeks?
Usually.
Maybe a couple weeks.
It depends on how warm your weather is.
And it depends on how. But either way, they'll come up. The tops should sprout up before it gets too crazy cold. So once the tops all sprout and come up, I will take some of our chicken bedding and I'll mulch around all of them, all the tops once they come up a little bit. That way it gives a little extra fertilization, a little extra protection, and moisture retention and things of that nature to make sure you get the best garlic possible. So then you do that, water it in, you're done. Okay, it's very simple. Just obviously take the time to do it. It may feel like it's an investment, but it is, and it's worth it. And honestly, you can, if you grow enough garlic, you can then take it and then have your own seed garlic for the next year. If you have too much garlic to use, you can just use it again for the next year and plant it for seed. Okay. I
say there's no such thing as too much garlic.
No, we love garlic here, so it's not going to be too much. Also, if you're curious about what the whole process is going to be like, we do have some videos from where we harvested our garlic this year.
And Garlicscapes. And we're going to link that, okay, at the end of this video and in the description. Okay, so if you're curious about seeing that, go over and watch that, just so you get a full idea of what the process will be like. So hey, if you like this video, hey, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more updates. We'll show you what we got going on around here, even in the fall. Still growing stuff, still harvesting stuff. And if you want to see that, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, get updated on what we're doing. All right, we really appreciate you guys. We love you. God bless you, and goodbye.